Appreciate it. And next, we're going to our 10 o'clock time certain, item 48, our bittersweet time certain. Supervisor Parks.
It is very bittersweet, but let's focus on the sweet. And that is just a big thank you from our county to one gentleman who has made a difference in helping people with severe mental illness and also people who may be needing any kinds of service for mental health. And I just want to give my thanks, and the Board of Supervisors wants to recognize Ratan Bhavnani. You think I'd get it down by now? I'm good, Bhavnani. Thank you for his work. And I know it's been at least 7 years now, and he's been working with the National Alliance for the Mentally Ill, helping NAMI and being able to grow their programs. And the most important part of that is helping families. And he has been an advocate that has made really good connections with a lot of different people and organizations, and really gained a lot of respect along the way. And I'm sorry to see him go. That's the bitter part, but we just so much respect you. I have a resolution I'd like to come down and present to you. It's not enough, but it is the beginning of our ability to say thank you. So I'm going to come on down and present it to you.
Yes, board members, would you like to add some few words why the supervisor steps down? Supervisor Zaragoza?
No, I just, I have not worked with Ratan that long, but I had the pleasure of working with him and meeting him over at NAMI. He gave me some good words and things about NAMI and mental health. So congratulations on your retirement, and thank you so much for your good work. Thank
you. There's one of our strong advocates out there. Thank you, Karen. It is bittersweet. I mean, wonderful for you and wonderful for your wife and your family. Your passion is just overflowed into both being an advocate at the start and then being a leader as you work through the needs of the organization and growing the organization. It's been exemplary. Very passionate, very loving. Thank you for that. Supervisor?
Ton, yeah, there's so many people in this situation. The other day, the great phrase, you really can't measure yourself until you measure how much you do for others. And you took the personal challenges that you had and translated that into how you were going to help a lot of other people deal with similar challenges. And that's a great gift to a lot of people. So thank you very much.
And whereas Ratan Bhavnani of NAMI joined NAMI, Ventura County's Board of Directors in 2005 and was appointed as Executive Director in 2008. He has since worked tirelessly to ensure a continued commitment for mental health support and awareness throughout Ventura County. And whereas his role as Executive Director, Mr. Bhavnani has been instrumental in pursuing essential partnerships with local government and community-based organizations in order to maximize NAMI's mental health advocacy. And whereas under Mr. Bhavnani's leadership, NAMI Ventura County has expanded its ability to serve more people in the community through increased outreach and programs, and a lot more programs too, that assist those with mental illness as well as their families. And whereas throughout his tenure at NAMI Ventura County, Mr. Bhavnani has earned the respect and high esteem of his many colleagues and partners, and I know we have many here today throughout our county who appreciate that despite his busy schedule, and a lot of that has to do with your devotion to family, he's...
No health.
In other words, it's so nice to see you wearing a NAMI pin, Supervisor Parks. I really appreciate that. And I didn't realize my name conflicted so much, caused so much chaos and confusion. You won't have much to deal with that much longer. But, over 30 years as a computer professional, I took a class offered by NAMI then because I had a situation. My son had a mental illness. And I learned a great deal. NAMI teaches a lot to family members in these classes. There was a time when I used to go into Hillmont Psychiatric Center and the receptionist would greet me as Dr. Bhavnani. In fact, Supervisor Zaragoza called my office just last month and said, I want to speak to Dr. Bhavnani, right? So anyway, that's the amount of education that we get out of NAMI. I learned then that NAMI had no office, no staff, so I've put my energies into working to growing the organization. And then through a series of circumstances, 3 years later, I became the executive director. And here we are today. The organization is strong. I want to be sure that you understand that. My leading the organization is probably going to make it stronger. We continue to help hundreds of families living with mental illness through our education and support programs. And this work is very fulfilling to me, to my staff, and to our volunteers. I have no doubt we'll continue to grow and help wherever the need is greatest. I want to thank several people, of course, Mr. Powers and the board have been very supportive in the work that we do in mental illness generally, in the advocacy work that NAMI puts forward. But the Ventura County Behavioral Health Administrators, in particular Melanie Roy in the past, and Elaine Crandall, and all of their managers have been very supportive, Barry Fisher as well. Thank you, Barry. My board has been very supportive, of course, at the NAMI, and my staff. Would you please stand again if you are here, Joan?
Your volunteer staff?
Chris, Joan, and Diane. With just a handful of people, we can get a lot of work done because we have, again, as you know, we leverage our time with over 150 volunteers who teach all these classes and do all these activities. And, of course, I want to thank my wife for letting me give up whole bunches of Saturdays and nights and working on emails over the weekend and late nights and so on. So she's been supportive of me, but it's time to for me to come back and spend a little bit more time with family and friends. I'm truly humbled to receive this recognition from you guys. It is, I think the organization, I will dedicate this to NAMI, of course, but I appreciate your confidence in me. And I'm sure you're not going to see the end of me. I'll be standing up at this podium and I'll be advocating for more work down the road as an individual community member. So thank you again.
Great. Okay, we have a public speaker request on this, Ratan. Not surprised, I'm sure. Janice Gardner. Don't go far. Roberto
Hi.
Rodriguez Griego.
Good afternoon. No, good morning.
Good morning.
Chair Long and CEO Mike Powers and the board. I'm Janice Gardner. I'm the current chair of the Behavioral Health Advisory Board, and I just want to thank you, Supervisor Parks, for bringing this recognition award to our very, very good friend, Ratan. He's been a wonderful friend to the Behavioral Health Advisory Board. Your tireless efforts in helping those with mental health challenges knows no bounds, Ratan. Your sense of humor and your dry wit always made it a pleasure to work with you. Sometimes we weren't quite sure exactly what was on his agenda, but we are so appreciative of all of the work that you have done throughout the years. Previously with the Mental Health Board, and then when the board merged and became the Behavioral Health Advisory Board. Ratan has implemented countless, hundreds and hundreds of programs for this group of our citizens who have mental health challenges. Through NAMI, your personal advocacy and your professional advocacy is just beyond wonderful, and we're so appreciative. I also believe that today is a very good day for you. In addition to retiring, yesterday the Behavioral Health Advisory Board made a recommendation to approve Laura's Law. And when I say that Ratan was a fierce advocate, that is an understatement, right? So we just appreciate you so much, and we hope that you're not going to be a stranger to the BHAB, and that you'll come around again, and I'm sure that we'll all be seeing a lot more of you. Thank you so much.
Great. Thank you, Janice. Thank you. Mr. Powers? Mr. Powers?
Thank you, Chair Long. Just real quick, I've had the privilege of working with Ratan for many years, and you took the words right out of my mouth, Janice, a fierce advocate. And so it's been wonderful to be on the same side of issues with you. But I say fierce, but also thoughtful and a great collaborator, partner, and friend. And your advocacy always came from the heart, and it was so genuine. And you've just made our whole mental health system here in the county so much better. I think a great symbol of the work that you've done is the NAMI annual holiday party. And if you've never been, you really should go, because the warmth and energy that comes from that party is amazing, and it really captures your spirit. So just thank you.
Thank you. Roberta? Griego? And Ernie in the background. Hi, Ernie.
Hi, I'm Roberta Griego. On behalf of the NAMI Board of Directors today, I just want to first of all invite you all on Tuesday, the June 30th, between 5 and 7. There's going to be a nice little party, which my dear friend here didn't really want to have, and stuff, but definitely the NAMI family and the community as well wanted to honor Ratan for all of his dedicated commitment. I've kind of known Ratan by sitting where Brian was for those 8 years when he started into the community. And so his compassion and really support and love of definitely finding the causes to break the stigma and pass something to come forward. You'll be seeing us when Laura's Law definitely tries to become before your board to show the passion of what is needed in Ventura County. He is definitely recognized throughout the state for all of his hard work and dedication. And when he does say that he will be here to definitely be on the volunteer side like I am, that definitely he will stay forever and ever, that compassion and a drive to support the people and loved ones with mental illness. So Ratan, I can't thank you enough. It was really kind of your passion and commitment and love of mentoring and stuff that really brought me forward to NAMI Ventura County.
Yeah.
So I just want to thank all of you for honoring him today, and definitely hope to see you then on the 30th.
Thank you. Okay.
And Ernie too.
We need a wider camera.
Nice, Ratan.
Thank you.